Hello everyone and welcome to episode number 24 of this playthrough of The Witness. In the last episode we finished the obelisk that's near the mangrove area in between the tree houses there and the castle. We turned we got all the puzzles and turned the obelisk white. In today's episode I want to tackle the village. Now, all over the island, we've learned a bunch of mechanics now, and I think we have all of the rules that we need to complete the town or the village. So I'll look around over here and see what I can find, which puzzles we can complete, and let's do as many of them as we can that fit in an episode. Okay, so I'm immediately seeing a problem with putting this thing vertical. It's very hard to reach those little areas in the back. Like you could try to encircle them like this, but then on the top here you have a problem. So perhaps it's supposed to be in the middle, like this. Now, can I do that in some way? So you could do this, but then you're missing out on this whole row over here. But there's not that many other solutions that would work. There really is not a lot of solutions that would work. You could put it like this. You could put it like this. Ah, I see. It could also be that this nubbin in the middle is pointing downwards. Maybe that is the solution. Yeah, that seems like it. Because putting it upwards, that would not work. Maybe then there was also a solution to put this like over there, because that would be a mirrored solution. So I think that would also work. Okay, so now we have one extra block. But just reasoning, you cannot put this in one of the corners, I think, because that would mean that you make a point that has 4 separated squares in it, so you could never get the hexagon in the middle. So what about making this one longer? Something... Or one higher. Like this. Okay, now there's 2. But we also have to include this thing in our solution. So it's now the big piece is over here. The 2 little ones are on the right side. Okay. A bit trickier now. So again, we don't want to fill in those corners. So putting them, for example, like this, and then also like this, I don't think that would work. So you need to touch them on one of the outside edges, I think. So perhaps they have to be touching each other with the long side to one of the sides in the middle. Like this. So that they're over here and over here. And then these are 3 long. And again, we have to touch them, like we cannot lay them the long side touching each other, because then you would create 2 points with 4 blocks touching, and that could never include a hexagon. So I think we do something like this, or like this perhaps. That seems like a good solution. Okay. And we have lowered a ladder. There's still a door here that is closed. Let's go up. Why can we go down here? It's like a stone sorter or something. Strange. So I think I somehow want to include that little piece in together with the error correction so that it gets negated. But we fill all the hexagons and we open the door over there in the big tower. Huh, and what is that little door then? Does it go to an area downstairs? Yes, it does. Because there is still that area down in the windmill that I also have to go check out. Then we have this door that is closed. Let's follow the cable. Going into this little church, or the ruin of a church. We have color puzzle, but it looks like we might need to look through a colored panel somewhere, because this one looks like it cannot be solved like this. There's too many different colors. So how about on the other side here? Okay, so there is an opening. Is that the only opening? Yeah, it is. Can also go up or down. Let's check down first. So a lot of yellow leaves. And this is that door that is closed. Now this looks like one of those panels where we have to lay something in front of it, something to look at it through a filter. Now this one doesn't really filter anything. So what is it that we are looking through? Maybe it is something in the tower. That's definitely a puzzle. Okay, looking down. This does block the path, but doesn't give us a distinct solution. So I'll activate audio recording while I go look around.
Oh, my God. How does it happen in this poor old world? That thou art so great, and yet nobody finds thee. That thou callest so loudly, and nobody hears thee. That thou art so near, and nobody feels thee. That thou givest thyself to everybody, and nobody knows thy name. Men flee from thee, and say they cannot find thee. They turn their backs and say they cannot see thee. They stop their ears and say they cannot hear thee. Hans Dank, circa 1520.
Yeah, when you're talking about faith, I think it's something that you must have experienced yourself. Nobody can tell you what it feels like. I myself have not felt anything that tells me that there's a God or felt a higher purpose or a higher being. And I know so much about physics that I can explain for myself enough without needing a God for creation or for how the world is going to end or an afterlife. And for me, that is enough to know, to have knowledge, to explain. Okay, so it seems like I need to open this door in order to look at that panel through maybe these vines. I don't know. But I believe that this here is the only colored panel that we have around. That I could perhaps, if this door opens outwards, swings outwards, I could cover up part of that puzzle. So let's try solving this one. So we have stars, which means we need to connect them 2 by 2. Okay, let's see. Could also be something like this. Let me count. So how many blocks do I need in total? So there's 3 of those corner pieces of, or 5 of those corner pieces of 3 each. So I need 15 included. One row is 5. So I need 5 from the bottom. So what I could do perhaps is cut one more corner off there, cut one corner off here, and there. So now I have 5 and 4 is 9, and 6 is 15. Oh, and the door swings the different way. Ah, but this thing is open. Okay, so they are now 3 colors, but is this solvable? You have here a point in which you need to separate the top row and also separate black and red. So you need 3 connections. And that's not possible, is it? And not only that, they are stars. Ah, they are stars though, not squares. Which means that they can be together in groups. With other colors. The question is only how. Okay, so these are all the same color, these are the same color, and these. So first instinct would be group these together. Those are 3 pairs of 3 different colors. But by doing that, I have now created a intersection that I can never come to. So I could never separate these ones from each other. So perhaps I could do this one though. However, maybe I cut these ones off. Although I'm doing something wrong here, aren't I? This blue one, oh yeah, hang on. So these are all the same. And these ones are the same. This could work. Yeah, so these are yellow, these are blue, or black rather, these are red. So that's 3 pairs of different colors. These are both yellow, these are both black, these are both red, and then white and red. Okay. So what can we put in front? So we need something. This maybe. That's suspicious. Now the door here has opened. Okay, great. So was there anything else inside of this house? I see there's this bluish room. We also have a room there with a cable running down. Perhaps we need to solve something there to get this ladder to drop. And then maybe this is a hint for what's to come, a bamboo plant here. Jungle plants. And we're in a soundproofed room. But the speaker is broken. Turn up my sound. That's a problem, isn't it? Maybe I just need to make them match. So we have now low, medium, no, high, medium, low, low. So how about high, medium, low, low? That's it. So can you just make up a sound? I wonder. I'm gonna test. So low, high, medium, low. Low, high, medium, low. That also works. So you just have to make sure that both match. So you make up a tone, and then you have to make the connection maybe that they both have the low, medium, and high tones, just in different symbolism. So that has dropped the ladder here. Now this on the outside looks like it might also be an environment puzzle. Which color do I need? I need, I think, green. If this is a starting, oh no, red here. That's maybe a starting point. Red, yeah, follow all the way down there. Okay, so if I can make the light red, and I think I can, because I saw that there, up there, there's 3 lights next to each other. And maybe this time I'm going to be controlling what the light here is. So panel 1, panel 2. So I assume this would be turning on the left light, and the one we are at right now would be this. No? Ah, maybe it is. The left one was blue. So this is blue. This one is yellow or green? Was it green? Yeah, it's green. And then red. Okay, I now also have the red light. So let's solve that environment puzzle here. Don't know if it's from here or we need to be on top of the building perhaps. Can I get there already? No, not yet. I think I need to extend a bridge there. This looks like it's a puzzle. But again, not yet. Needs a second part to work. Okay, so let's leave that environment puzzle then and go back to the actual puzzle. How did we get in? Long way round. Then let's have a look at the screenshots. Okay, so contains blue. Top left, then top right, one up. What do they do in green light? This one contains no green light. Does it contain red light? Yes, it does. So it's a combination of red and blue. So it would be magenta. This one also contains green. but does not contain red. So that one is cyan. And then the ones here on the top, 4 blue, 4 green, 4 red. So all those 4 are yellow, or white rather. Now I do want to try, do I just solve them in any of the colors? Okay, this. So is it just solve this like you see it? No. Is this one solve it like you see it? I assume also not. Let me draw it out. Okay, and let's make this white as a fill to start with, or perhaps a gray. So our grid is 6 wide, 6 high. So that's 6 wide, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. And then let's look, which ones do we need to color? So it's always the 4 in the corner. So these ones, let's make those even darker. And so it's the ones in the corner that we have to color. So these ones, these 4, they were white because they take on the same color in each light. So starting from blue, they are blue. In green, they are green. And in red, they are red. Then our little one in the corner here contains red, does not contain green, but does contain blue. So that would mean red and blue, red, blue, no green, so it's magenta. This one contains blue, contains green, but no red, so this one is cyan. So that would be green, blue, no red. Then how about the rest of the puzzle? So all others contain no blue. So all of these contain no blue. The ones on the bottom also contain no green. So the others do contain green. These ones do not contain green. And in red, we see that these also contain red, but the ones on the bottom don't. So these have no red. These do. And then here there is something different, so they contain no green, no blue, but this one does contain red. So these contain no red, so they must be black, but this one does contain red. Now, looking at this, so let's also check, is there something in a corner in the right? No, they're always the same color, so always white. So can we separate all of these colors? So here it's both the top right corners of each 4 piece. There it's the left one. So is there a way for me to cut this one off? This is not gonna work, is it? I think the idea was there, but execution was something else. Aha, I see, I think. Like this, and around. So this one, the magenta, has its own section. The cyan has this large area, but it had to be cut off from the ones on the bottom, so I had to go all the way to the left there. These are separated, and these ones. Okay, so that works. Then let's do the star ones. So let's reset our grid. And let's have a look at our screenshot here. So top left, bottom right contain blue. Contain blue. All of these contain no blue. In green, those are still black, so all of these contain no green. Also, those 3 and this one contain no green. And this one, no green. All the other ones do contain green. And then in red, these all contain red. So let's do the corners first. Okay, so those must be white. Then here, top right is black. And these ones are black. So they contain no red. All of these do contain red, so they must be red. So let's check. We have 4 of each color. That's good. So we can put them in pairs. That's a hint that it's probably correct. And how do we do this? So it's quite hard that these are like they have to be connected somehow. Maybe it can be something like the middle pieces. Okay, so here it's the outside ones, here it's the outside but lower ones. Yes. That is a problem, isn't it? So I have to take this one at the end. So what I was trying to do is connect these with those. So what if I, for example, would cut around this? Cut all the way over here. Let me see if I can draw what I want to do. Okay, let me draw the path. So what did I do? So we start here, up all the way around 1, then right, yeah, there. Was this it? Okay, it wasn't, but I think the one I drew here also works, right? It has 2 red ones, 2 black ones, 2 purple ones, 2 white ones. Same for the other side. Okay, so there were multiple solutions. Although no, it's the same solution, only there I cut. So I think I see what I did different, so lag. Okay, so instead this is down there. This is there. This is here. And this is here. So I think this is the one I drew in the game, but this also works. So you have two two possible solutions. Okay, cool. Now, are there any environment puzzles in here? In the flowers, maybe? I don't know, they're very clustered together over there. Maybe in a different light. Not sure, but let's put the light to red. For that puzzle outside. Anything now in the flowers? No. Up there? Not that I can see. Okay, let's go out and see what this has now activated. Was there a cable? Okay, what did this do? Did it do anything? Not sure. Okay, I see that I've been going quite a long time on this episode already, so I'll split it up in two parts. Next episode will continue here in the town to solve puzzles. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.